item, discuss potential requests for update on estimates for law enforcement center remodeling options. Commissioner Vagley.
So we can discuss it now, correct?
No, this is to
Get 3 votes.
Yeah.
Okay. I would like just ask the staff to give us an update on where things are at to get the 2 different estimates. If other folks would be willing to inquire about that on the remodel of the law enforcement center.
You're just asking for an update as
Yep.
to, we
Yep.
haven't heard
No.
anything for
Yeah.
quite
Yep.
some time.
So no decision, just an update.
I support that.
Not bad.
Yeah.
We're gonna find out where we are, because didn't we authorize funding that?
75,000.
Authorization was not provided. It was conditionally said, with the understanding that because there were 2 options in the contract, that we would come back to the board prior to moving forward. And so that's where we're still at on
Okay.
that. We need to come back and say, this is what we recommend to do.
Well, let's do that.
Be interested to hear what you
Yeah.
have.
Question I did ask, but I didn't hear, did the city get any bonding money for? I didn't,
No.
The spreadsheet showed that they got money for their wastewater treatment plant.
yeah,
Not-
wastewater, but not the law
I
enforcement.
think the spreadsheet also said like Pickwick Mill, $400.
Yes, that's
something
right.
like that.
And then there was something for Winona State, but yeah.
Okay, I didn't think.
So I
they
think
did.
no
Okay.
is
all
the
right.
answer.
It might have been something, or is that just wastewater treatment plant?
That
like-
was just wastewater.
Like $4,000 or maybe that's a different amount.
No, I think it's like 15 million. But they got some before and they got some more now, and it'll be
Oh,
half of the,
good.
and it's a big number.
I guess that's something we could figure out is if,
Did-
Maureen, if you
and-
can ask Chad or whoever.
Did they receive anything in regards to public
Okay.
safety?
So we are not able to log on regularly in the boardroom here. There's still troubleshooting. So you need to use a either need to connect to a hotspot or work office offline. So you can get the
I'm gonna try Legally Blonde. It's on here, Puppy Palace.
I'm gonna try what?
Okay, that was the only
Not far.
business that we had.
Fun option.
Is there,
I got your.
do we have 3 folks at least, or does everyone agree that we should,
I think everyone agreed, right?
everyone wants an update?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, update.
great. And then I'm going to declare the committee of the board adjourned.
So hotspot or,
Work offline, so,
That's
really,
not gonna help get to
Yeah,
the internet for
yeah.
the
No,
agenda.
because I gotta pull up my.
Just going to say that automatically, thanks for coming. So we start our meeting with public comment period. There's not a lot of people in the audience today, but is there anyone who would like to share some thoughts with the Winona County Board? If there is, please step forward to the podium, tell us your name and address. We maybe can't see everyone online, but
Good evening, everyone. I'm Bob Bamanek, 2024 Clinton, Winona, Minnesota. I have filed for reelection as county recorder, and I feel like I have some experience in the many areas of the recorder's office. And in my work as recorder, I have done presentations and training sessions for new recorders, and I assisted 2 counties many years ago that were hit with cyber attacks at that time. I reviewed documents and helped with restoration. I would, with your help, like to improve and strengthen our record security and also encourage the public to sign up for possible fraud notification. We're getting countless numbers of communications from different government levels, and they're all saying to expect more cyber attacks. I think we need to work more diligently to be prepared for that. I will continue to provide the updates that I do for the county commissioners, our county organizations, and our city organizations. And by doing that, I think we'll have a better informed public, and they'll know a little bit about real estate sale prices and values. I thank you.
thank you.
Thank you, Bob.
is there anyone else here in the audience or anyone online that would like to participate in public comment? Can people unmute themselves now?
To the best of my knowledge, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna ask one more time. Is there anyone here in the audience or online that would like to participate in the public comment period? Hearing none, I'm gonna move on. Next item is potentially approving prior county board minutes and some committee minutes.
So move.
I'll second that.
Okay, do you want to do both of them?
We can.
Okay, Commissioner Elsing has moved, Commissioner Vagley has seconded approval of the county board minutes from May 12th of 2026 and also from the EDA of March 26, 2026. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
No one seems opposed. Motion carries. Ms. Church, do you have any changes to the agenda? No. Commissioner Vagley,
3 quick things at the end, please.
Commissioner Elsing,
Comment at the end.
Commissioner Olson,
Nothing for me.
Commissioner Ward.
Unfortunately, I have a question on the Minnesota Federal Supplemental Boat Safety Patrol Agreement. So maybe let's just pull it in a further discussion, please.
Okay, so we're gonna make it 8.0.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, okay. Anything from the administration? Nope, I have nothing. Okay, so we have a slight change to the agenda. We're gonna pull 7.3 and move it down to general business as 8.0.
I'll move to approve the
Thank-
amended agenda.
Thank you.
Second.
Okay, Commissioner Vagley has approved. Commissioner Ward seconds the agenda as it was modified. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 If anyone's opposed, say nay. Motion carries. Phil, are you gonna read the
Yes, I will.
consent business for the record, please?
Yes. Item 7.1, award bid for 2026 chip seal project to Scott Construction Incorporated. Item 7.2, award bid for 2026 ATA seal surfacing to Scott Construction Incorporated. 7.3 is now 8.0 in general business. And item 7.4, confirm payment of disbursements. Item 8.
Oh, that's general business.
Oh, thanks.
We're gonna talk about that.
I'll move to approve the consent items.
Second.
Commissioner Vagley's moved, Commissioner Elsing has seconded approval of the consent business as it was read. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Is anyone opposed? Say nay. Consent business is passed. We now move on to general business, item 8.0, which is approval of a 2026 state Minnesota Federal Supplemental Boating Safety Patrol Grant Agreement. Commissioner Ward?
Yeah, and I know we get this and it's a standard thing, but there's a few things have changed. The education of young drivers. I think there's a graduated driving license now for, using boats on the water. And I don't know if Sheriff Ganrud or there's another name here I'm not familiar with, Troy Liebfried, if we're planning to do any kind of training for, the youth element that are required to have these different licenses. And then it's a lengthy document.
It
Everything.
is.
Most of the agenda.
I couldn't see anything about invasive species, and I know that's a big problem. And I don't know that, do we put, and I know Commissioner Olson, you're on the river a lot. Do we put people at the ramps and they inspect them? Because I have been at lakes.
Signs that, and other signs that. I'm
Tell 'em
up
to do
boat
it.
ramps in Winona.
The AIS, a number of years back, had a grant, and that's
Yeah,
if you go
with
to any one of
people,
these
hired
landings, that
young
was all
kids
to the
to-
SWCD.
Yeah.
Now, there is some of that, and then the DNR will also, they'll hire somebody to sit and watch people go in and out. I'm not sure if that's tied necessarily into boat safety, but yeah. And as far as the licensing goes, that's been around for quite some time.
Something changed, I thought.
I think
That's
there's
what I'm aware of.
additional.
Additional for younger.
Yeah, but I. I think it's
15
been
was the
required.
cutoff because when I was 15, I had got my boat license when I was 15, so I could drive a boat at 15.
Okay.
So I mean, that's,
Sure there is regulations where if you're above a certain age, you don't need to have the additional.
it used to
but
be 18 and then I think they moved it to 21 or something. They changed something,
did,
yeah.
like,
I don't know for sure.
I don't know, I don't. well,
They
these
should
are-
do training on backing a boat in.
Yeah,
I would do
it would be
training.
better.
Why, that takes all the fun out of
I
it.
guess with even our questions, if we could get some clarity from the sheriff's department, what their role is on invasives, on the training.
You want to
And
wait to approve
proactive.
it till you have that
The
information?
training has been, I don't know why. we wouldn't
Is it time
take
sensitive?
but-
Does it
But
have,
yeah,
Yeah.
it's the after,
no, it's
May
after.
22nd was the.
Motion
Oh,
to approve.
Yeah,
I mean,
Second.
yes, Ms. Holte.
no, go ahead.
No. Okay, so there is a motion by Commissioner Olson, seconded by Commissioner Elsing to approve the contract. But you did want to ask for some additional information.
Yes, I think we should have clarity on those those two topics. And we should be educating the public to make sure, I mean, some type of news releases or something.
Commissioner Ward, will you maybe perhaps direct your questions to Ms. Holte, and then we find the
Yeah.
answers you can share with all of us? Is that-
Yeah.
Thank you for
Right
that.
now, it's just a non
Okay.
test.
Okay. Any further discussion?
I will comment that I did see, the sheriff patrol out this weekend, so, so they're actively, out on the river and supporting boating safety.
Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor of approving this grant agreement, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Is anyone opposed? Motion carries. Okay. Last item of business is discuss a potential replacement of the Minnesota Old State flag with a new design. I saw that we had at the table a memo from the county attorney's office.
Ms. Long,
Yeah, Commissioner
Yeah.
Bagley, and then you, Commissioner Ward. How's that?
Just to get the issue up on the table for discussion, I'll move to approve replacing the old flag with the new flag at the county government.
For the purposes of discussion, I will second that, but I would like to amend it.
Okay,
and what's the amendment?
I had
When hell
asked,
freezes over or?
I had asked staff why we're even discussing this. If the
Yeah,
state
that's kind of what I was curious.
statute recognizes the new flag, why staff hasn't done it. Then I was told that it was our fault that it hadn't been done. So the motion, I think, should just be to authorize staff to follow whatever the state statute recognize the flag. And they would change it if it changes again, and we don't have to discuss it. It just automatically changes.
But is it not?
Yeah.
Commissioner Ward, and
Yeah.
then you, Commissioner Elson.
Well, Ms. Sonoman's thing, Minnesota law does
Yeah,
not
yeah.
require cities, counties to fly the new flag or any state flag at all. It is a controversial item. There's some people that don't like the new one. There's some people that don't like the old one. And you're not gonna ever please anybody. But I see no need to spend more money on a flag until they're totally destroyed and we have to replace them, then maybe.
Looks like it's wearing out.
I don't think, it's not sun faded or it's not anything. And again, I think we have higher priorities and why a lot of people don't like the process that it was, how it was, selected. But they just don't like the new one. So, and you can see there's a number of people and it seems like when you turn on the Metro News, somebody's deciding to not do it or in the metropolitan media, it's quite a topic. So I do not support changing the flag, not going to the new one.
Commissioner Elsing, and then you, Commissioner Bagley.
I was just kind of in the same situation. I kind of looked that up from the very beginning and we've never actually been required to even have a flag, let alone change it. So, and I agree with Commissioner Ward. There's some people like it, don't like it. It is what it is, but I don't see an urgent need. I guess maybe it's never been brought up before as to question it. But I also don't see the need to necessarily change it. I think it looks great. So, for me, I just would rather just status quo and leave it as it is.
Commissioner Bagley.
This is not something I feel strongly about. However, it has been 2 years. And I respect people who are concerned about change. I think this is the 4th time the flag has been changed, 1890s, 1950s, and 1980s. And I'm guessing in 30 or 40 years, if we're still around, there probably will be another discussion about another revision. The state has made a decision through a process that's not perfect. No process is, but I think it's just simply time. 2 years has been, it's just simply time. And I wish that this was not so politicized at the state legislature. This is completely separate from all the discussions of bills. I do not want to punish local government units for doing this or not doing it, except.
Commissioner Olson?
For clarification, Maureen, how many? We have this flag, the courtrooms have already switched, right? And then we have one flying outside the law enforcement center.
Yes.
So we're talking less than $100 or 100 and some change.
Well,
Pretty spendy.
there's 3 flags.
Sure.
And depending on the size of the flag as to the cost.
much
And
of
also
that's
whether or not you have the
rated?
gold fringe, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
So,
Are they at the county highway shops?
no.
No.
Probably $300, $400 for that flag right there.
Or $80.
When we first, I think it was probably during the conversation where we had the letter asking us to tell the legislature that we didn't approve. I thought that the conversation was such that when the flags wear out, right? Now, that is like not gonna wear out, but the flags outside will wear out.
Yes.
That the idea was when they did, we would go ahead and replace them with the new flags. Are we still planning to do that?
Unless we're directed otherwise.
Yeah, Commissioner Ward.
Take them all down, fly the American flag and be done with it. Again, what really upsets me is though that this last paragraph, when we talked briefly about that, where a state legislator is going to penalize us for not, that's really bad. I mean, for them to think they have that power over us and that's what they're gonna do. I mean, that really upsets me. So I said, take them all down, fly the American flag and be done with it.
Commissioner Bagley?
I agree with you in terms of the state legislature. I completely agree. I think it's important to fly both our national flag and our state flag. And to get the issue of cost off the table, how many total flags is it?
I believe there's 3.
2 outside in this one?
I will volunteer to pay for up to $500 to replace the flags, assuming that it's less than that. I don't get $1,000 flags or whatever else. But I will make a donation to pay to replace, so there is no impact on taxpayers.
So do we want to wait and see if we until we get an estimate?
Hmm.
No? Commissioner Ward?
I've already priced them.
Oh, and yours?
That's
Oh,
admirable, and I had thought about that. If somebody donates one, but there again, there are people that just don't like that new flag.
Change is hard.
But it's not mandated. It's not a mandate. It's not a law that we have to fly that. So you're still upsetting a segment of the constituency. It's noble to, that you're willing to donate that and everything, but I guess I don't know how to explain to the constituency that, well, okay, so here's the flip side. If a constituent wants to donate $500 to keep that flag, do we put up 2 flagpoles and fly them both? You have to kind of think it through. fully.
I hear what you're saying. There was a public process, there was public input, there was a decision made. I don't think any decision would make everybody happy. It's the nature of what we do, is we make tough decisions sometimes.
Commissioner Olson, you investigated the costs for
That flag.
Houston County for that?
Yeah.
And that flag is worth what?
That's because it's got the fringe
Yep.
and I sent it to Maria. That was and she found it cheaper on Amazon.
And
Yes.
what are we talking?
Outdoor quality. There's different-
$90
$90, okay.
without tax and shipping, et cetera.
Okay, so there's a motion on the table right now. Made by Commissioner Bagley, seconded by Commissioner Olson. And it is, I think it said simply to replace,
The existing 3 or 4 flags,
Three.
to
think
replace
it's
the
3.
existing 3 flags.
and Commissioner Olson, did you want to amend it?
No, I'll keep it with that.
Okay. And can we accept a donation from Commissioner Bagley?
We would have to, I'd have to look at the specifics about how that would work. You may need to like purchase them and then donate them, but
Okay.
we'll give affirmation exactly how we have to do that, so we comply with the state auditors.
Okay. Now, it sounds like Itasca decided that they would fly both of them and they put in a new flagpole.
Mhm.
Seems like a little much. would, I guess I also have a question about the sheriff's badges, because the sheriff's
Oh,
star has the old seal in,
No, let's just keep it with the flags.
okay, just the flags? Okay,
Like, all by the sheriff.
LAC and
In the courtrooms. County board, LEC outdoor, and the courthouse.
but I'm sorry, you did say the ones in the courthouse have been, were they state purchased?
The
Yes.
courtrooms
Yeah.
are state
State
purchase
purchase.
because,
Changed all the seals. I had to change those in Houston County. I
Mhm.
pulled the old
so
seals
it may
out.
only be two then.
But the courts themselves, that was state of Minnesota.
yeah,
Yes,
Okay, not county.
so you let me know what to do.
yes.
And if anyone wants to join me in these flag
Yeah.
purchases.
I'll kick in some. Okay.
I want
any-
to pull the fly my t-shirt on then. You weren't here. I have a t-shirt with the old flag. Very nice blue.
And she did, she shared it with us. She,
I wore
like,
it.
she had a shirt and then during the appropriate time in the discussion,
Revealed.
she
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
took off her
took the jacket
overshirt
off.
and had on her blue t-shirt.
Yeah, I was gonna wear it tonight, but I picked a different wardrobe. Okay.
That one's nice too.
thank you.
Okay, is there further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor of this motion to replace the old flags with the new flags, please signify by saying aye.
I,
Aye. And those who are opposed, please say nay.
Okay.
A motion carries 3-2. That, yeah, go ahead. please
Being that
go
we
ahead.
have a lawyer in the room. This isn't was this a statute? Commissioner Olson brought up last time that we'd take an oath to uphold the Constitution, but this is a statute. So a statute isn't it's linked to the Constitution somehow, right? But where is that? It's a gray line for me, what a state statute and then also Minnesota law does not require. So where's the guts to a statute? Can we challenge other statutes? It's not a law.
I don't know your exact oath,
Question.
but my
Yeah.
oath is to uphold the Constitution and Minnesota statute,
Minnesota
in the Minnesota.
and
statute. Yeah.
Minnesota statute. Okay.
So
I'll
I
have to look at ours.
would,
But being that Ms. Sonneman said Minnesota law does not require, so this was a statute that was changed. So can we
Yeah, but
challenge
as
other
law-
statutes?
she says law to me is interchangeable with statute, so my understanding is there's nothing that requires the county to fly the Minnesota flag, old or new.
No.
The new, what the legislation attempted to do, is my understanding, is to make a statute that would penalize for not flying the correct, or flying the new flag, but that died without even a committee hearing. So my understanding is that there is nothing statute, constitution, law, whatever word you put in there that would require the county to fly the state flag. Yeah.
Okay.
but there is a statute that says the new design is the state flag.
Yeah.
Yes.
But where I'm going is even past this. So we do all kinds of things because it's statutorily required from us. So here was a statute that was allowed to deviate from. What other statutes can we deviate from? That's my question. I mean, we've got a lot of things, big, expensive things that are statutorily required. Can we deviate from them? This is opening the door for me, I think, that I can deviate from them. Just a question to ponder. I don't need an answer tonight. We can have further discussion sometime about it. We can have coffee, a long coffee. over
Sounds
it.
good.
Okay. Further discussion on the flags. Otherwise, Commissioner Bagley, you had 3 things.
Real quickly, Memorial Day. I know I am a day late. I just want to thank all veterans who gave the ultimate sacrifice and thank all Gold Star families for their sacrifice as well. Congratulations. Winona Senior High School has not graduated yet, but to all the seniors at Winona Senior High School, Lewiston, St. Charles, Cotter, Hope Lutheran, who am I missing? To all the seniors in the class of 2026.
Luther. Actually,
I
we have a number of kids from my community go to Luther in Onalaska.
Alaska, okay.
Yep.
We'll cross the river.
Yep.
And then thirdly, one of the things I teach is American government. It would be remiss of me not to encourage folks to run for office. Our democracy works better when more people take part. That's it.
That's it. Commissioner Elsing.
Thank you. First of all, yeah, it does just piggybacking off from Commissioner Vagley, just wanted to thank, all the current vets and those that have served both past and present in all branches in our local law enforcement and just everybody that helps protect us. I think a lot of people take that for granted. Also, just want to apologize for being absent the last couple of meetings. It's a lot of work in the springtime for the business that I'm in, and it's just very difficult to get away. It was about 30 some days straight of 16 to 18-hour days. So we just really did not get rain breaks this year. So it was, I was pretty tired here about a week ago, but so appreciate everybody being patient with me not being here. This morning, I guess I'm going to call it the privilege of chairing the last Whitewater Joint Power Board. It's a board that's been around for many, many years. Just to kind of give an oversight to that, I made mention I would talk a little bit about that today. I've been on that board for 10 plus years. I've chaired it. It's got to be at least 6 years. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. And it was an interesting board when we first came on, when I first got on that board, it was pretty active. We did a lot with the DNR, we did a lot with the state, we did a lot of grants. We would see, actually at times a lot more people come to that meeting than even the SWCD meetings. And I think it's just the topography and geography of what the Whitewater, was. So, and that really dwindled in a number of years ago. I had made mention, hey, we could probably go to every other month, which worked fine. And then after that, even I said, hey, we could probably do this just in an effort to save per diems and time to go every 3 months. It did post a challenge though, more for the administrative side than what it did for anything, just getting checks signed and things like that. So I think at some point, especially with Sheila wanting to retire, we all realized that, and this is the good thing, and I brought this up this morning, was that, the idea of government is to serve a purpose, not just to continue something, to continue it. And that's really how I see what the board was established for a reason, and the Whitewater needed help. And just due to its uniqueness and the flooding and things that were happening. So the good thing is that we ran out of things to do. That to me is the idea of government, that we shrink government, not continue to grow it. And, the One Watershed Plan and WINLAC and things like that, and the onset of the SWCDs have really stepped up to take over the things that we were doing. Maybe a little bit of a negative is that as a separate entity, we were able to file for different grants that some of the other things weren't. But long story short, I considered it a good moment in time in history for the county, as well as Wabasha and Olmsted County. Wabasha and Winona and Olmsted had about an equal share. Wabasha was about 2/3 of an individual share. So there's some monies that'll be coming back to the county board. And I hope that we can disperse those back to the SWCDs to continue to do what we were doing in the Whitewater Joint. So I just wanted to, like I said, I think it's a good thing in one aspect that it's been disbanded. So along with that, also SWCD had their safety day. I had the privilege years ago of being involved in one of the first ones to approve the funding for that. That has garnered a lot of attention from the state. The state did come down and film that, and they're going to use that kind of as a what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of a proposition to other counties to do something similar to what we created here in Winona County, which has been attended very, very well. So also with the SWCD, as many of you may or may not know, but Wanda has stepped down, so they are actively looking for somebody to take over the administrative role. So we want to thank Wanda for many years of service. She's still there, but obviously just, looking to kind of go back to her former role. So if anybody knows anybody interested in that, that's open. The other thing I wanted to make mention of is we talk about farm safety, and this year I thought we were cruising along and everything was going well. But I just want to, say my thoughts and condolences to the Adam Graydon family. Adam suffered a pretty tragic accident out checking crops here a week and a half ago, leaving him in a pretty sad state. So there is a GoFundMe for them. He has young kids. He's an active farmer and welder and different things well known in the county. So just wanted to bring mention of that. So, and just the awareness of the risks that we take every day in the agriculture industry. So the last thing is the Winona County Fair. It's going to be here before you know it. Everybody knows I'm a big supporter of the fair and 4-H. So just hope everybody's got their projects going and their cattle rolling and sheep and everything else. But just encourage everybody to go out. We're still one of the best attended fairs in the state, and we'd like to keep it that way. So that's what I have. Thank you.
I had a brief announcement. I'm gonna say this for probably the next meeting as well. Earlier this year, we approved, treatments that for the Minnesota Department of Ag to do spongy moth treatments. I think it used to be called gypsy moth. And so this is gonna happen, between mid-June and early July. If you go to the Department of Ag's website and you Google spongy moth, there's an interactive map so you can see, but our letter said 3 places, but I saw 4 on the map: Beaver, John Latch State Park, Stockton, and then the biggest area is Winona. So just for anyone who is concerned if they see the planes flying. And that's it. Would anyone like to adjourn?
So, second.
Okay, Commissioner Olson moves, Commissioner Elsing seconds, so adjournment. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Is anyone opposed? We are adjourned. I'm glad you made it, Josh.
Thank you for your work helping the farmers.
But you're the cause of no